Good evening, truck and tractor pull fans. Yes, I'm off to a good start. I hit the wrong intro button, but that's okay. Just a different song, that's all. But
What was it supposed to be? Bad to the bone?
Dwayne's World. But anyway, uh, crazy wet weather. Anybody got their boats out yet? Jeez, amount of rain we've been
Not for
getting
the
here.
river, for the backyard.
Yeah, for the backyard is right.
Got my hip waders out just to go to the mailbox.
I'm telling you, it's
on
crazy.
Top of the mountain.
We'll be whining in the summer later when it's dry and begging for rain. So, but anyway, great event in Boonsboro this past Saturday. Wow, huge crowd, man. My gosh, everywhere I looked, there was a person, man, sitting, standing, something, man. It was amazing. Good show of pullers. Just a great event all around, which we know. We know that's what Boonsboro not only capable of, but always pulls off every time we're there. So, especially Memorial Day weekend. It was pretty dang amazing. And we're going to go over the results and some other ramblings, I'm sure. But how's Dwayne?
I'm doing all right. I feel like for the past 3 weeks, Wednesday, Thursday, we get that rain that messes up our weekend pulls. So right. Not trying to be negative, but it could rain like Monday, Tuesday, so the weekends are nice.
Yeah. Mr. Kaufman's in the house. Dave Kaufman was there Saturday. I've seen him briefly.
And Chase Steinman.
Chase Steinman. Anybody know who Chase Steinman is? This is Chase Steinman. Steinman here, right here. Yeah, he was there. Sent me a message before we got there. I never seen him the whole time. I got busy with the rest of the crew doing some teching and whatnot, and I didn't even see him. I know he was there, but I didn't get a chance to see him or talk to him. But
well, that's cool. Now all we got to do is get him to Beast of the East.
Yeah, well, we tried. Somebody canceled.
What do you mean tried? We still got 2 or 3 more coming up here.
I know that. Yeah, but his schedule's getting ready to get real busy here. So, but my goodness, we even getting the Bigfoot crew coming in. Here's Yoder. Good evening, Mr. Yoder. Yep, I know. Go ahead, Dwayne. I know you two like to communicate in your own little world there.
Oh, that's all right.
You're not going to say hi to him?
I was just going to say fish too.
Yeah. B fish 2, E fish 2, whatever he said.
The E fish do.
E fish do. Okay.
If you lived north of the Mason-Dixon line, that would have been your native language.
Who's here tonight? Who's here tonight? I haven't seen that name in a while. It's been quite a while since we've seen that name. Mr. Pete Fish is in tonight. I call him Mr. Lou Ray. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's Atlantic Pro Pulling is off this coming weekend. Then we go right back to Berryville. We'll get into schedule stuff here shortly, but we'll go ahead and anybody want to take the wheel first, or
say I have the results pulled up. I can go ahead and get into the modified tractor class. I was not there for them. I had a crazy Saturday.
Was I?
Both nieces had softball games, and then I had a wedding reception, and so I pulled in just enough time to get the guys fed, and then we scaled, and it was just a whirlwind. So I did not get to see the modified tractor class, but looks like taking the win was never satisfied with Jason McKenzie doing the driving, going 305.76. Second place was the Huntsman, driven by Ian Eriker, going 299.93. Third place was Radial Reactor of Len Brookhart, going 286.98. And rounding out the class was Miss Sharon Everman. Do we call her Aunt Sharon since we always call him Uncle Henry?
Uncle Henry. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
Yeah, good to see the Evermans down from New York. Yeah. She went 248.05 with the wild hair. Good to see them guys making the trip down south.
Let's talk about the Huntsman. Brand new tractor, triple Chevys, all that good stuff.
I think that's the one that debuted. I get their tractors kind of confused there at the other Forester camp. I believe this was debuted in Florida over the winter. I think they're trying to get it tuned in. And second place, only 6 feet behind, Never Satisfied. Sounds like they're pretty much getting her tuned in there.
I'd say,
That's cool.
again, I was up catching some last minute arrivals. We knew they were coming. And Scott and Nick had to hit the track, and Mike had to film. So that left one person to go running up the hill to detect a couple late arrivers. So I didn't get a chance. I heard them. It sounded like everybody, all the engines sounded good and crisp when you're up on the hill. But I didn't get a chance. I haven't even looked at the videos yet of them. So, but I will say, unfortunately, if anybody has the video run of Ian Ericker, please get a hold of me. Send me a private message or something, because we had a small issue with the camera, and I need that clip.
Technical difficulty.
It was a technical difficulty. Is correct. It was technical difficulty. No brothers on Mike or anything. It was just one of them stupid things. Not stupid on Mike's part, but anyway.
We all make mistakes.
No, I didn't run up the hill. There was a golf cart. I'm too old to run up hills now. You're right,
Yeah.
Good point. You correct me.
He
on
power
that.
walked.
Yeah. No, I power drove the golf cart up the hill. So, but let's see. You want me to take care of the modified four-wheel drives, Dwayne? You want to do them? It's a lot.
I can do them.
A lot of talking. Can you handle that?
15 in class, man. That's
was the modifieds before the pro stocks. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll let you take care of the modifieds. My words are too small. The class is big and the list is small. I have to expand out too far.
I got you.
I'll let you take them. I'll do another one.
Okay. Well, of a class of 15 trucks, man, it's good to see big numbers like that. This class, there was a day this class was that and more every weekend, and it's good to. Yes, you did, Chase. I appreciate that. I was kind of hoping you had it. Somebody it'll turn up, or we're just going to have to do the video without Ian, and Ian can chew me out later. I guess.
Sure.
Well, if you had a crowd like you had there, I'm sure somebody has a cell phone video of the first tractor down the track.
But I'm not going to argue. If somebody's got it, let me know. Do a little wheel on the deal. Anyway, okay, 15 modified 4x4 trucks taking the win. Troy Nails with killing time with his Chevrolet at 324.84. Coming in second, and I'm telling you, this is going to be a young driver. I think, I personally seen him. I think he won last year, got his first win last year at Summit Station, Pennsylvania. It's George Abshire with the Gone AWOL Jeep at 322.85. Keep your eyes peeled on that young man. He's pretty good behind the wheel. He's pretty good behind the wheel. I'm not quite sure. I think he's 18 or over, I'm sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's in his teens yet.
I'm not sure his exact age. Good driver, though. Up and coming, for sure. Third, Roger Tapp's got another young driver. We just call them young guns. With Tasmanian Terror 2, taking third at 314.96. Again, that's another Hemi-powered Chevrolet. Fourth was John Dugan with the damage playing Ford. Big Hemi in that truck as well. 314.89. Fifth was a wedge truck and had a well of a run. Iron Butterfly, Linda Ziegler, man. Right out there in fifth, 313.95. Sixth was the split decision of Michelle Abshire. Another old Chevy powered with a Hemi. 312.77. Seventh was the high anxiety of Brian Cubbage. Hemi powered Chevrolet, 311.25. Hemi, Sonny's Hemis, and aside from John Dugan being a Ford Hemi, but it's Sonny Hemis has got this class wrapped up pretty good here right now. But he was 311.25. Brian in seventh. Eighth place was the Black Ice of Wesley Keys again, Chevy with a Hemi, 308.55. Ninth was the home wrecker, last year's points champion, Will Hitchcock, with the home wrecker Ford, 307.74 again, Hemi powered. 10th, another Hemi powered Ford, Jimmy Moritz with the Unleashed at 307.61. 12th, 11th was the Rock, Michael Adair, Hemi powered Chevy at 300.76. 12th was Glenn Dugan with a wedge-powered Ford engine in this one. The White Horse Ford at 296.45. 13th was the Mountain View of Dennis Grove. That's a wedge-powered Chevy, 296.37. 14th was the Rambler, Chris Whited out of Virginia with a 291.64. That too is a wedge head engine, not Hemi. And 15th, Charmaine Clark with Snap-on Chevrolet, 129.68. And that was really, again, really, really good to see that many trucks. I think the numbers are starting to creep up in that class. Not really. It's good to see that.
Yeah, that's awesome. I also noticed that there was 3 lady drivers in this one class.
Yes.
That's 4 lady drivers in the first 2 classes here already.
Yeah, we ain't done. Next
We
class,
ain't done.
Pro Stock 4x4 trucks. I got to read them too, and we'll turn it over to you, Dwayne. You can take care of the hot farm tractors. Would have been the next class, but Pro Stock 4x4 trucks. Brad Broy with the cash only Chevrolet at 320.81, and second was Kathy Jewell with the tenacious Dodge Chevy powered 312.77. Unfortunately, she hooked first. So that was probably pretty light because she shut down and was rolling pretty heavy into the well into the 300s zone. And Scott Jones, they decided to heavy up the sled, and she came back and hooked after Brad and did some chassis or some drivetrain damage. So, but she did round out second. The third truck that's been running the points is currently broke as well. So, doggone it. Better luck next time.
Yeah, I was hoping to see a couple more trucks in that class this year.
Yes. It's all you, Dwayne.
Hot Farm.
ABC
York.
Okay.
466 Hot Farm class. And it looks like John Deere's were the tractor of the night. Coming in first place was Well Armed, driven by Ray Norris. He had 312.29. In second place was Ray Norris again, driving Packing Heat at 300.67. In third place was Alan Lynch on a John Deere called Chasing Smoke with 300.17. In fourth place was Luke Gladhill on a John Deere called Weapon X with 295.78. In fifth place was Nelson Harding with his Road Gear Row Crop Ford at 291.43. And in sixth place was Jeremy Bayer driving an International 1066. He had 275.38. In seventh place was Mark Cable with an International called After Hours 2 at 43.76. That
was a hard hit for them guys because they won Leonardtown and they come back unfortunately and can't get 100 foot. Hurts the points, but that's a long season.
It almost seemed like they might have been having clutch issues, or like it seemed like he just wasn't building the boost like he should have. I don't know if he was.
Yeah, I heard some. Not that I'm any engine expert. I heard a little bit of rattling going on. So, not saying it kind of came and went. Even Nick, the starting line flagman, said he thought he heard something, and then the noise went away. But when I was near the tractor there at the sled, I could hear something questionable. But
JR missed that. Come on, JR.
What's that?
You missed it.
Ryan.
Thumbs up, man. I give you 2. I give you 2, buddy. That tractor's in pieces. Brian has gotten started on it. Parts are coming in little by little, and hopefully he'll be out on the track playing soon. We got our fingers crossed for Brian. East Coast Diesel 4-wheel drive trucks, Miss Kendra.
This is a class we would all like to forget. If anybody has seen the video of the East Coast Diesel 4-wheel drive truck class, you know that every driver was checked for concussions before I let them drive home. There was a lot of bouncing, a lot of borderline belly rolls by some trucks going down the track.
Yeah.
For those who were not there, a lot of these diesel trucks used to be 3.6. Most of them are now considered a super stock truck, big single chargers under the hood. A lot of work happened this winter. Not making excuses for the guys, but I'm making an excuse for them. So a lot of new setups is definitely what caused all the bouncing. A lot of people have reached out and said, "What the heck happened?" So I'm just spreading the word. I think Kerbin did have a mechanical issue wrong with his truck, which is why his truck didn't make the pass that he wanted. And I unfortunately have not talked to Jimmy Barter to hear what he thinks is going on with his truck. However, I know that all these guys are determined, and all of these guys have already been in the shop working to improve before our next hook. With all that being said, taking the win on last Saturday night was Carl Ankowitz with Living on the Edge, going a very rough. If we included the vertical distances some of these guys got, they probably could have added 30 feet. So Carl's distance was 250.19. Second place was Chapter 11, driven by Norm Newswanger, with the 249.62 feet. Third place was Kerbin Zimmerman with the Outlaw, going 199.88. And rounding out the class was James Barter with the Barter Turbo Service Ford, going 85.65. So yeah, definitely not the distances anybody was hoping for. Speaking for Norm, he's very happy with the power that was coming out of the truck. Just couldn't keep it on the ground. He did say that he resisted temptation of just going full hammer down about at the 150-foot mark. I'm very glad he didn't. Definitely excited for what this class has to offer with all these new setups. We just got to get the trucks leveled out so we can get that power to the ground and really see what they got. So
yeah, I was excited because I knew some of those guys had made changes over the winter, and I'm like, man, we're gonna see some serious horsepower increases, but unfortunately, wasn't to be. So next talk, hopefully.
Speaking of serious horsepower, this next class was super exciting.
Yes, very much so. Okay.
Me?
My turn. It's my turn. I'm sorry.
Oh, I was going to say.
It's the Weimer fuel injection and turbo.
I wanted to.
I was like, I built it up. Who's going to take it?
Yeah, well, I thought he was going to take it, and then he was cocking his head sideways. I wasn't sure who he was looking at. We're a little bit unorganized.
Not to poke fun at the diesel trucks, but there'll be a couple of those on the next Loops reel. So,
yeah.
Sorry. Carl. I don't know. Carl still got a body left on his truck. It's rough. Rob Graba.
Anyway, I found something out.
Brother Yankton.
I found something out about our friend David Blaylock this week.
Oh boy.
He's a napper. A napper spelled with a K. I didn't know that. Everybody's drawing a blank. Napping is the process of chipping out arrowheads.
Yes, he is very good at it too.
Really crazy points. Yeah. And the reason that it's exciting for me is because between my dad and grandfather and I, we have hundreds and hundreds of points that we've collected over the years.
Yeah,
or found ourselves. Anyway, I sidetracked our conversation right in the middle of the.
Oh, you're okay. No, he's done some incredible little projects there. Yep. Okay, Weimer Fuel Injection and Turbo Super Pro Stock Tractors taking the win. No surprise. Chris Hoyt with Nutcase. 339.36 taking the win. Second was Josh Martin on Think Green, the John Deere at 335.05. Third was Matt Siddall with a John Deere 6030, new pro stock for that team. 314.50. Got a little ugly at the end of the run. I don't know what all got hurt, but I'll tell you what, that tractor impressed me. Very strong run. Fourth place, the one more Deere, Davey Moore, John Deere at 305.15. Fifth, Uncle Henry with forced decision, Henry Everman. With his alcohol super stock at 303.82. Sixth was his son, David Everman. I'll probably shoot for that. I'm David Everman. I'm not his son. I can hear him now. Tractor called overruled. Another alcohol super. 297.83. Seventh was the stress case, Corey Hoyt. Another case pro stock at 251.28. Eighth was Tara Moore Brittner with a more agitation, John Deere at 244.70. We'll discuss that in a minute. And ninth was Jimmy Duncan with a Massey Ferguson 1155 at 234.64. Tara, man, she was wheels up and running, man. But unfortunately, we're starting to get a little close to the right sideline, and the wise driver she is got out of it and settled for what she could get and stayed in bounds. So that's the way to do it.
So if it's Uncle Henry, is it cousin David and Aunt Sharon?
yeah, Uncle Henry. That started a long time ago on the pull-off message board. I don't remember if it was me or somebody. Somebody said it, and it just kind of stuck. Uncle Henry.
I seen some pictures and stuff on social media. It looked like the Massey Ferguson of Jimmy Duncan was hot enough to roast some hot dogs on.
Oh yeah. Most Masseys you see run that are running diesel like that usually get pretty cold red. So yeah, that'll probably be another little cool clip for the UP coming up too. So yes, folks, been asking. There'll be an UP 17's coming.
So the fire, I assume, was mostly unburnt fuel coming out of the stack. Yeah.
The tractor itself. I mean, a header's caught fire, but it was very small.
Yeah.
But the fire you seen, like the picture it's on Facebook, that was just unburnt fuel.
That's something that all my guys that unhook we have a little powwow before we start. Is some of these guys get a little bit rambunctious if they see a little bit of flame and they want to blast it with an ABC fire extinguisher, and it's like, no, I'll take care of it, because we don't want to blast chemical all over these hot headers right away without waiting if it's not anything serious.
That's right.
And yeah,
it's all you, Dwayne. Final class of the night.
Last class of the night was the limited pro stock semis. Coming in first place was Hank Oster with the scrapper at 3:15.
It was his birthday too.
And it was his birthday.
Birthday boy Hank Oster with the scrapper at 3:15.98. In second place was Dave Greek in his pressure time Peterbilt. He had 3:03.89. In third place, Albert Brown with his back in black Mac. He had 2:85.66. And then there was an exhibition by John Shepard. He had a Mac Titan. He had 2:46.72.
Let me say something about that Mac Titan. That's a brand new truck, twin turbo, factory. I'll tell you what, that thing sounded good, and I was pretty surprised how good it run, how good it pulled.
So you're saying it was a factory, it was a stock setup, a factory setup.
That is wow. Correct. And he had safety stuff on too. He had a full driver's suit, everything, helmet, nice. Kill switch, all the stuff. He had, blanket on and everything. So, but that thing, some tweaking here and there, and a little fine tuning, and a few do-re-mis. That truck would be pretty interesting. But
yeah,
twin turbos, what's killing it for? Well, as far as being legal for the limited pro stock semi class, but it's pretty interesting.
So it would have been legal for street semis, or is it?
Yes, I guess. I guess it's with street semis. You guys, you tech them. It's your pull. You're looking at RPM and.
Yeah, we're trying to weed out the crazy stuff. These guys are still putting power to them. I mean, we try to keep the limited pro semis out of the street class, about the size of it. Every once in a while, one slips through. But they all get recognition when they pull that stunt off, so it doesn't happen too often.
Yeah. Albert Brown, the 2-stack Mac with no shack on the back. Remember that? Ryan Yeager said that over the PA. It was pretty comical. 2-stack Mac with no shack on the back.
Yeah, I was gonna say his buddy ain't on there. His buddy must have dropped out for the weekend.
I forget what they said. Something, he was somewhere. Yeah, he had some other obligation. Couldn't be there. Yeah, we were missing the inconvenience truck. And some others. I mean, there have been a couple others that's usually there at Boonsboro weren't there. So unfortunately, Dale Malinzak usually is there.
Yep.
Brian Smith's got 2 really good running trucks. Hopefully, he'll decide to come and run with us sometime. You know, with a Peterbilt and a Mac. So we'll see.
Well, either way, it seems like in general this year, the start of the pulling season's been kind of crazy. A lot of rained out pulls, and it seems like it's a little bit slow getting started. Numbers seem to be down everywhere.
Yeah. 1-stack Mac with a window in the back. Yeah, heard that one too. Yep. Crispy Fish, who's putting on that pull in West Virginia Saturday? Does Interstate got a hook there? Or?
I know there was supposed to be a hook at Jefferson County next week, but that's already been canceled. I think there's some issues with the grounds there. At least that's what the rumor mill has said. I don't know.
What do you call it?
I haven't heard anything official. Huh?
There's another name for that, and
Jefferson County, Carneysville.
Carney. Okay, yeah.
And now there's an antique pool at Carneysville this Saturday, I believe.
Then maybe that's what. Yeah.
I don't know who's putting that on, but
that actually may be on my list. Unfortunately, the Luray results are not posted yet for Interstate. So
Matra, West Virginia. Chris, I couldn't tell you.
Never heard of Matra. I got to find out where it's at.
Did you spell that right, Chris? I'm not saying you didn't, but Matra, West Virginia. Martinsburg, maybe? I don't think there's anything in Martinsburg this weekend.
Marta is in Italy.
Yeah, Yoder, we've had plenty of rain here, and if it don't get some drying time tomorrow and Friday, Saturday's going to be iffy in a lot of areas for pulling here. So,
well, I'm headed to West Virginia on Friday morning, so maybe I can go look for the pool. But
I just start driving around.
I just checked the weather, and looks like at least a half an inch of rain for.
Back in the mountains somewhere.
A half an inch of rain for Friday and a quarter of an inch of rain on Saturday.
Yeah.
So it doesn't look very weather friendly.
I'm not sure. Shenandoah Tractor Club Saturday at Jefferson County Fairgrounds. Rob, is that a go or no? You just found a pool to go to. Shenandoah Tractor Club.
I would say that's probably still to be determined.
Yeah, I would say the amount of antique. Yes, yeah, I know it's an antique pool. You going to that one, Rob?
Okay. Robert's going to do his 4-camera setup for an antique pool and get every angle.
That's why I can't go film where he's at. You can't get a clear shot at the track
because he's got everything blocked.
Fired up. The damn guy, he's got cameras set up everywhere. He can't even get a good filming spot. He does it on purpose. Keep us other guys. Monterey, West Virginia. Woo! That's in Virginia. Monterey's in Virginia.
Yeah,
but that's a hike down the road. I couldn't tell you. I don't know if it's Dragon Motorsports or there's another club down there out of Sugar Grove or something like that. Sugar Grove's the other side of the hill from there, I think.
If it's antique, I'm at a loss. But if it's anything else, sometimes Battle of the Bluegrass comes up out of Kentucky and does some stuff in West Virginia. Appalachian Outlaws does some stuff down there.
Yeah.
Interstate. Who else?
That's where Temple's old sled went to.
Okay.
went over the original Hammer. They sold it over the mountain there. Sugar, I think it's Sugar Grove. They call that area back in there.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yep,
anyway,
it's not Dragon.
no, probably not. He doesn't pull over there much anymore. I don't think. I'm not sure who it is, Chris. What club it is? Okay. Nope,
Monterey.
not sure who that is.
I could call my brother. No, yeah.
That's
I could call my brother-in-law. He lives down there. He'd probably know.
Yeah. Well, we got some upcoming pulls. By all means, Mother Nature, she's taking out her fury on us now. So maybe we'll start drying up just a little bit. We can go pulling. June 7th at 6 p.m. Clark County Road Fairgrounds in Berryville, Virginia. We got pro stock four-wheel drive trucks, modified four-wheel drive trucks, and the Weimer fuel and turbo super stock pro stock tractors will be on hand there. June 7th, 6 p.m. June 14th, 7 p.m. Dwayne, I'm going to turn that over to you. That's Beast of the East in Lebanon, Pennsylvania, 7 p.m. We got the 3.0 diesel 4x4, East Coast diesel 4x4, and the Weimer fuel and turbo super stock pro stock tractors, along with
Wild
Me.
Street Diesel. Oh, what were you saying, Kendra?
Yep, I was getting ready to say it.
Wild Street Diesel, 2.6 Pro Street Diesel. You had the 3.0s, and the East Coast 4x4s. Street Gas, Pro Street Gas, Street Semis, and then the tractor class was Super Stock, Pro Stock.
Yep. June 21st, 6 p.m. Winchester Power Pools in Winchester, Virginia at the Stonewall Road Fairgrounds. Pro stock 4x4 trucks, modified 4x4 trucks, and the ABC York 466 hot farm tractors will be on hand. We'll finish out June here. June 28th at 6 p.m. We're back in Boonsboro, Maryland at the Washington County Ag Center for the Washington County Tractor Pullers and Atlanta. Of course, we're talking Atlantic Pro Pulling. Modified four-wheel drive trucks, ABC York 466 hot farm tractors, limited pro stock semi, East Coast diesel four-wheel drive, modified tractors, Weimer fuel and turbo, super stock, pro stock tractors, and the pro stock four-wheel drive trucks. Basically the same show we had this past Saturday. We'll be there June 28th, 6 p.m. We'll take one more look into July here real quick. July 11th, 6 p.m., Berks County Fair in Leesport, Pennsylvania, the 3.0 diesel 4x4 trucks, East Coast diesel 4x4 trucks, and ABC York 466 hot farm tractors. Our first trip there, Berks County Fair in Leesport, Pennsylvania, July 11th, 6 p.m. Next. Who's next?
Looking at the interstate schedule, they have this weekend off. They were supposed to be in Craigsville, but they have already canceled due to the rain. Looking then into June, June the 7th, the first Saturday there, they'll be in Two Top at the Two Top Roritan Grounds, which is technically Mercersburg, Pennsylvania. Classes going to be there are the 10,000 pound Pro Farm, 8,500 mod turbo, 4,500 small block trucks, and then a 13,000 pound farm stock 8 mile an hour limit, as well as the 9,500 Nutrient Ag class with an 8 mile an hour limit. Sorry, schedule a little out of order. Coming up this Saturday, the Interstate 7,800 pound modified class will be at the Buck Motorsports Park, along with a couple of the pull-off productions classes. Back to June 7th, as JR already mentioned, Interstate will have two classes at Berryville, 8,500 Wild Street and the 6,200 Street 4x4 trucks. Jumping to the next weekend, June the 14th in Shippensburg, they're going to have the 8,500 Wild Street truck class, 4,500 small block trucks, the 9,500 Nutrient Ags 8 mile an hour limit, as well as dirt drags, $20 entry for the dirt drags. Also on June the 14th, up in Garrett County, Maryland at Deep Creek Lake. Beautiful place for a pool if you've never been.
Yes.
Of course, if you're not going to Lebanon. The 10,000 pound.
I got competition.
That's
I
quite
mean,
a
I'm
few
just
miles
saying,
in
Deep Creek
between.
Lake you could also turn into a weekend getaway.
Yeah.
Deep
So,
Creek is a cool
take
place.
the boat out on a Sunday after going to the pool on a Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
10,000 pound Pro Farm, 8,500 mod turbo, 7,700 light limited, 11,000 pound Hot Farm, 6,200 two wheel drives, 7,800 modified street diesel, and the Hot Street semis. Following weekend, June 21st, New Media, Pennsylvania, the New Media Dragway, 1 p.m. start time, 8,500 mod turbo, 7,700 light limited, and the 10,000 pound Pro Farm, as well as a whole host of diesel pickup truck classes. June 21st, Winchester, Virginia, 2 classes will be present, the 8,500 Wild Street and the 6,200 Street 4x4 trucks. June the 27th and the 28th is going to be the, I think they call it the Firecracker 300 or something up there in New Centerville, Pennsylvania. 2-day pool, Friday night and Saturday, both nights. Classes on hand for interstate are the 4,500 modified small blocks, 8,500 mod turbo, and the 10,000 pound Pro Farm. I know there are other classes there. I just cannot remember.
I'm showing off the shirt.
Like, what is he doing?
Yeah, I had no clue.
Everything's
either.
backwards. Everything's backwards.
Cannot remember the other sanctioning body that will be there, but I do know that there are other classes going to be present. And then July, we get in heavy with county fairs, so we won't start going down through all of them yet. But Franklin County Fair is the first fair of July for the Interstate Point Series.
Yeah, they got, man, it takes off quick. And they stay busy for the rest of the summer.
Yeah. Yeah, July and August are just full of fairs, full of weeknight pools for the Interstate Point Circuit.
Dwayne, tell us about Snyder County.
Snyder County. Snyder County in 2 weeks. The first pull at the home track at Sealands Grove starts at 6:30. The classes are Enhanced Farm, Hot Stock, 2.6 Pro Street Diesel, Pro Street Gas Trucks, 3.0 Limited Pro Diesel Trucks, and the Light Pro 4.1 Limited Pro Tractors. On June the 27th, Fawn Grove at 7 p.m., Fawn Grove Old Time Days, Showgrounds, 2.6 Pro Street Diesel Trucks, and 3.0 Limited Pro Diesel Trucks. June the 28th, Laurelton at the Union County West End Fair. It's the Union County West End Fair Summer Pool. Starts at 6 p.m. The classes are Enhanced Farm, Hot Stock, 2.6 Pro Street Diesel Trucks, 3.0 Limited Pro Diesel Trucks, Pro Street Gas, Mod Turbo Super Farm Tractors, and the Light Pro 4.1 Limited Pro Tractors. July the 10th, Mason-Dixon Fair, Delta, PA. Start time at 7 p.m. The classes are Hot Stock Tractors, Mod Turbo Super Farm, Light Pro 4.1 Limited Pro Tractors. July the 12th, back at Sealands Grove at the home track. Starts at 6:30. The classes are Enhanced Farm, Hot Stock, Mod Turbo Super Farm, 3.0 Limited Pro, 2.6 Pro Street Diesel, Pro Street Gas, and Wild Street Trucks. July the 18th, Hughesville, Lycoming County Fair. Start time is 6 p.m. Enhanced Farm Tractors, Hot Stock. Then it's Interstate Modifieds, Interstate Light Limited Tractors, and Interstate Mod Turbo. On July the 21st, 2 days later, at Montour D-Long, Washingtonville, PA, Enhanced Farm and Hot Stock. The following day, July the 22nd, again at Montour D-Long, will be the Pro Street Gas, 2.6 Pro Street Diesel, and 3.0 Limited Pro Diesel. That is June and July schedule for Snyder County.
Awesome. I got a message here from Moore Motorsports LLC, and I'm late. Dang it! We now have hoodies, sizes small up to 3XL, $40. You could have sold a lot of them Saturday.
I believe she's talking about Atlantic Pro Pulling sweatshirts.
Yes. That was my next question. I'm pretty sure they were the Atlantic Pro Pulling because I know there were some people asking for them. Atlantic hoodies, yes. So cool. Okay, so there you go. Hit the trailer up next time you're at a Atlantic Pro Pulling event. Dustin Freeburn, good evening, everyone. I'm a little late joining. That's okay, Dustin. We understand. Zed, all good.
Well, the next one would be what, Berryville,
Yes.
and then the following weekend, I'm not sure if the trailer is going to be at Beast of the East, but
I'm not sure. I'm sure they may have some along with them. I don't know.
for sure. That's something that's my department that I am very poor on is merch.
Calm down. Calm down, Nicole. We were just checking. I wanted to make sure make sure that that event in Fawn Grove is still a go.
Yep. I wasn't quite sure, but it's still on the schedule, so I thought I'll read it.
Yes, she says, as far as she knows, yeah, it's still a go. So, okay. And she's still typing. Okay. Wow. 42 minutes. You did good tonight. Brother Chadwick, how are you, man? Good to see you. 2 weeks. June.
Anyway,
we got an antique tractor podcast. June 12th, 8 p.m. You'll see the link on social media. Olin Simpkins and the crew are going to be mid-shore tractor pullers. Actually, will be the link will be out here soon. That's going to be in 2 weeks, and their shows. I wish we could get some more visitors. I don't know when we're live. It's not bad, but they talk about some really cool stuff. If you're in the antique tractor pulling world, man, you got to check that out. Yes, Fawn Grove is good to go. See, I just said that, but now it's official because the boss lady said it's good to go. So.
Yeah, I was kind of curious what I missed out on at Washington County. One of the guys I work with, I've worked with him for about 27 years. I've known him for quite a long time. His dad died, so I went to support him on Saturday, and so it just didn't work out for me to make it down there. But
understandable.
Kendra, what did I miss? What was the menu like for Saturday evening? What did I miss out on?
Due to my crazy busy schedule, we did smash burgers.
I was going to say smash.
Oh, I thought maybe you did smash meatloaf that was in the freezer from 2 weeks prior.
Yeah, from Dangum Limited canceling.
I am sorry.
No, not a problem at all. No, we had smash burgers.
Well,
I wasn't there right at 6 o'clock, and I almost got an angry text message, but he thought better. So
I was going to say, if those smash burgers were as good as the ones that I had in Georgia, you make a heck of a smash burger. I tried to recreate it on my flat top, and I screwed up. I don't know how to do it.
Just gotta smash the ever-loving crap out of it.
Yeah, I can make smash burgers, but man, they were good.
Yeah, I don't know if we get to go pulling this weekend, put another pass on it. I'm still not sure what the menu is, but I guess we'll see. I was trying to take head count so I know what I can make, but
it's going to be a tough one. It's kind of hard to tell. The weather is kind of iffy for this weekend too, but
yeah,
hopefully the weather cycle starts shifting out of our early weekends.
Yoder. Sorry, Dwayne. Yoder. What favorite show? Must be DA. DA must be getting ready to fire off.
DA.
Yeah, DA Roberts. It's a Bigfoot show.
I gotcha.
I did see that the Mysics.
Yes.
I think the
It's over there, but it's not at the
I think it's
location
in
yet.
England now, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
actually
still headed for the Netherlands.
Yeah. I think it made landfall, but not quite.
it's making a stop, I think, in Liverpool, England first before it
Mhm.
goes on to Netherlands or Rotterdam, wherever it's coming in at.
I saw a video, I think it was on Facebook, and I dared not share this until I knew their ship was good. I think it was in Denmark. Can't remember. I think it was Denmark. This guy was taking a afternoon nap and did not realize that a cargo ship ran aground
Yes.
40 feet from his living room window,
Yes, I did see
right
pictures of that.
outside his house. Did you see that?
That is pure insanity.
I was like, I just cannot even. How did you sleep through that? Like, that had to shake
Yeah.
his house, like, to have a cargo ship
Well,
run aground right
if that thing
there.
comes in and it has a soft bottom, it would be a slow, but still,
Yeah,
hopefully it
that,
wasn't moving too fast.
yeah. But yeah, I saw that and thought of them immediately. I was like, oh my gosh.
So this morning at around 9 a.m., April or Lance had posted that High Hopes was been traveling for 31 days. 1 month ago, we loaded her in a container and sent her off on this adventure. The ship has made it all the way across the Atlantic Ocean, is now in the English Channel with a stop planned in the UK today. It's fun following the journey. See how far we are right now is pretty crazy. So if you know the ship's name and use Marine Tracker, you can just type the name in and it'll tell you all the details of where the ship's at right now. It's kind of cool to follow. I followed it when it was moving on the eastern seaboard, and then I kind of lost track of it or forgot about it, and now it's getting there.
So I think I just saw them say it was like in 3 weeks they'll be, well, it might be 2.5 weeks now that they'll be headed across the pond, so to speak. It won't take them 31 days to get there, thankfully.
On the Mayflower.
Yeah.
Gone the other way. Well, it's quite the adventure. I still sure there's a lot of apprehension and nerves to send basically your, I don't know if I guess call it their pride and joy, their major investment,
Mm-hmm.
the whole way over there, and hope that it works out. It's going to be quite the stories to hear if everything when everything's done. Hopefully we can have him back on here and find out what happened.
Yeah, hear all about the Netherlands trip.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Just finding out some more information. Some stuff.
JR's getting ready to jump off here and go on his favorite show too.
If I can stay awake. Yeah. Not you, dear. She thought I was talking to her. She goes, huh?
Well, I did something different last night, or I'm doing something different last night until this weekend. I was asked to make. Oh, he skipped out. He didn't want to hear my story. I was asked to make barbecue chicken for this graduation party in West Virginia. I was trying to figure out how I'm going to get my racks and all the stuff to do chicken to West Virginia. And I was like, you know what? Maybe it's easier just to make it ahead of time and take it down. So I made barbecue chicken yesterday. And last night at 8:30, 9 o'clock, I packaged it all into gallon Ziploc bags and put it in pans and put it in the refrigerator and cooled it down. So when we take it down there, we're going to put it in electric roasters and warm it back up and have barbecue chicken that way. So we'll see how that works out.
Now you took stuff down for a seafood boil all the way down to Georgia.
Yeah. Guess what? I didn't have. Yeah, there
I
was
guess I had all
semis.
I guess Denson
It
had all the
was
food, so that would
there
be.
was a truck full of stuff that I took down. There was stuff in your trailer, and there was a semi truck that had a freezer in it that took it down. So that was 3 different vehicles to haul all of that.
Details.
So to haul it in West Virginia in a minivan, we'd almost have to run 2 vehicles down there.
Or leave a
And
couple kids at home.
yeah, there you go. They're the ones that are excited about going.
Yeah.
Either way, if she's nice and drives some of the way, I can get some more book work done in advertising and get some more social media posts together for Beast of the East since it's been stale for a week.
Yep, got to keep that engagement up.
Yep. It was kind of disappointing, all the time and effort and the engagement that we did have going before May the 17th, but Mother Nature had other plans.
You finding any information out?
Oh, for a future show, yeah.
Nice shirt you got on there. Rocking the Hot Shot Secret.
Yeah. See?
There you go.
Yeah, man.
I have a jersey upstairs too. Maybe I should have wore that tonight.
Yeah.
I didn't want to stir the pot too hard.
I'm not stirring the pot. I'm just
No,
it was
me.
either an EEP shirt or this. So
I didn't want to stir the pot too much.
All right. That's
I
what you
do like
best,
the
man.
new EEP
You
logo.
like that logo? Thank you.
The banner that he has flying on the top of his head there.
Yeah.
What prompted the rebrand, so to speak?
I was goofing around with AI in chat or in Messenger, and I was like, imagine. Then I spelled it out, and I like, that's pretty cool. I like that. After about 100 times, but
The only
because
thing
AI will misspell a lot, so you have to
Yeah.
be careful. When you say, "Oh, I like that," then you look at it. Oh no, it's missing this letter, or missing that letter.
Yeah, and in polling, I was trying to figure out the N.
I know it's not proper, but it's close enough.
Well, that's.
I can put it in a photo program and alter it. Shh. You can do
Can
that.
you hear that?
Yeah,
You can hear the buzzing.
I heard something.
So I'm here doing my thing, and all of a sudden my computer alerted me that the battery was low, and here the power strip was turned off. So the power strip was turned off. So that means that the sump pump wasn't pumping, and I have a sump pump behind the couch here in the floor, and now the pump is running. Done. So that's what happens when the kids play down here. They flip the switch, and it's with all this rain right now, the sump pump needs to keep going.
The fan on my computer was running, so I just assumed it was that. I was like, oh, great, the laptop's going bad.
It's kind of crazy. Like, wife and kids were watching. The Phillies got canceled tonight, so they were watching the Orioles play the Cardinals, and I was afraid that the volume too high that you could kind of hear like a background mumbling, but it didn't come through at all.
You watching the Orioles, you ain't watching much. I say that.
Well, either way,
years.
we enjoy baseball.
Yeah,
we enjoy baseball. It's kind of I don't know. It just takes one screw up to really change a game. And when I came down here for the podcast, the Orioles were ahead 2-0, so they were doing a little bit better than normal. Yeah. Should I say that normal?
Well, game ain't over yet.
Yeah.
Well, ain't no sense in dragging it out. 55 minutes is long enough. It's a
So,
long day.
like I said, I talked for 8.5 hours earlier today, straight.
I know you're tired.
I'm about talked out.
Yeah, we should have. I'm getting a couple schedules finalized for old time days at Fallen Grove. Probably next show we'll get those read off, Nicole, for you. And they got a 2-day event coming up in the end of June. So I guess for now, wish everybody luck with the weather this Saturday. Looks like there's a couple options, but again, it's pretty muddy everywhere you look in the east here. So especially in this area. So I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. Keep an eye on social media. That's all I can say. Facebook, stuff like that. I'm sure
For sure.
people will let us know if they're pulling or not.
Yeah, hopefully, if not here, hopefully they're pulling somewhere else.
Okay. All right. With that said, Wednesday will be a question mark for next week. I'm not sure yet. We'll see. But I was waiting for the wave. That's what I was waiting for.
Princess Wave.
Princess Wave. So
Well,
hey,
either way,
if we don't see you next Wednesday, we'll see you the following Wednesday.
Yep.
Of course, we'll post on social media what's going on. So keep your eyes peeled if you want to go to a pool this weekend. Again, right now I'm just going to say it's a coin toss at this point. So see what happens. It's muddy.
Yep.
We don't know of any cancellations other than what was announced tonight. I think there was a couple. Craigsville.
Yeah, Craigsville. Yeah.
Craigsville. So keep an eye on social media. Other than that, we'll see you next week or we'll see you in 2 weeks. One of the two.
Adios.
Night.